U.S. President Joe Biden has issued a stark warning to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu amidst the ongoing conflict in Gaza. With the situation escalating, Biden's message is clear. Act now for an immediate ceasefire and hostage release, or face a shift in U.S. policy. Before we delve into the details of this international crisis, don't forget to subscribe to 179 Seconds for more insightful updates and analyses. In a significant move, President Biden has effectively given Netanyahu an ultimatum. The demand is for an immediate end to the hostilities and a prompt resolution to the hostage situation, involving around 100 individuals held by Hamas. This marks Washington's strongest stance since the conflict erupted on October 7th last year. Amidst the turmoil, Israel has come under fire on the global stage following airstrikes that resulted in the tragic deaths of 7 food aid workers, among them a dual citizen of the U.S. and Canada. With a staggering toll of over 33,000 killed in Gaza, the U.S. has been vocal about its concerns and has pressed Israel for an immediate cessation of hostilities. The White House has revealed that President Biden's phone conversation with Netanyahu was both direct and honest, emphasizing the protection of Palestinian civilians and foreign aid workers. However, the specifics of the steps the U.S. expects Netanyahu to take remain undisclosed, as does the potential response should Israel disregard the warnings. Former President Donald Trump, eyeing a return to the White House, has weighed in, stating Israel is absolutely losing the war and urging a swift conclusion to the conflict. His tough message to Israel: get it over with. Following Biden's threat to reconsider support for Israel's offensive, Israel's Security Cabinet approved the reopening of the Erez border crossing to facilitate the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. Additionally, the Israeli port of Ashdod will be utilized to expedite aid transfers to the beleaguered region. Even with Biden's ultimatum, the U.S. went ahead with the transfer of over 1,000 bombs to Israel on April 1st, coinciding with an Israeli airstrike that killed 7 World Central Kitchen workers, according to a Washington Post report. The war in Gaza was ignited by a sudden Hamas assault on southern Israel, leaving approximately 1,200 dead and over 250 hostages in the hands of the militant group. On March 25th, the U.S. abstained from a UN vote calling for an immediate ceasefire, a first since the conflict's onset, leading to Israeli criticism of the U.S. for abandoning its UN policy. Despite U.S. objections, Netanyahu has promised to launch an offensive in Rafah, the last Hamas stronghold, risking the lives of the many who have sought refuge there. As tensions mount, the world watches to see if Netanyahu will heed Biden's warning or if the U.S. will indeed redefine its policy towards Israel. For continuous coverage on this evolving story, make sure to subscribe to 179 Seconds and stay informed.